Well, hey friends, and welcome back to Ursula's Farmhouse Cooking. Today we're going to make a small batch baguette. So it's going to be the very small baguette, and I'm going to be, when I get it ready, I'm going to be slicing it thin and making cucumber sandwiches with it, with like a cream cheese spread with herbs. So that's what we're making today. We're making a small baguette. So let's begin with our Fleischmann's instant yeast. This one says bread machine, but you can use any type of instant yeast. I'm not using my sourdough yeast today. And I'm also going to be using salt, and this is just some Redmond salt that is really sea salt. So I'm going to go ahead and use my digital scale today to do a precise measurement. I'm also going to be using all-purpose flour, organic King Arthur. So we're going to go ahead and start with our flour, and we need 120 grams. So I'm going to go ahead and get my bowl and put it on the scale and zero it out. All right, and I'm going to grab, I need exactly 120 grams. Okay, that is 121, so I'll take out a little bit. That's 120. All right, so added to our flour, we're going to zero our scale out again, and now I'm going to add the salt, and you can use any type salt you would like to use. It does say to use kosher salt. I'm using sea salt. It's fine. And this is going to be 3 grams. Okay. Now, the next step is the yeast. And the yeast is 3 grams. Let's zero it out again. All right, that's 3 grams. And then it says to pour the water into the middle of the dry ingredients. So I'm going to make like a little well in the middle. You can see I've got like a little indentation there. And let's go ahead and add our water, and our water is actually going to be a little bit warm. I didn't measure the temperature this time. It just said warm water. So I put it in the microwave for a few seconds, like 20 seconds. And this was just filtered water from my refrigerator. And it's 96 grams. Okay. And it says to gather it into a messy, sticky ball into the bottom of the bowl. And then we're going to cover and let it rest for 30 minutes. So it's supposed to be messy and sticky, not a smooth dough. But this is going to be like a mini bread loaf. It'll just be one of those that you make little cocktail sandwiches with. All right, and that's what it looks like right now. Now, I'm going to just cover it and let it rest for 30 minutes. Little handy bowl covers, and set my timer for 30 minutes, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. Hey, and welcome back. So this is the next step in making the little small batch baguette recipe. And I'm going to uncover my dough now. I've been waiting 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is do one set of it's the first set of folds, the first set of stretch and folds. And I'm just going to just lift up the dough and bring it back down when it breaks. And I'll rotate my bowl, lift it up, and bring it back down. Rotate, lift it up, and bring it back down. And one more time, lift it up and bring it back down. Okay, so now I'm going to cover the dough again and let it rest for 30 minutes. And we'll do the second set of folds, and after that, I'll bake it. So it's going to be really good. Y'all stay with me. Don't go too far. Hey y'all, so we're back in the kitchen and we've got some dough that has already been rising. It had to rise for actually a whole hour. And so now, here we go. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour on my hands and flour the top. Then I'm gonna flip it over and flour the other side. And this is just making a little baby baguette. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're shaping the dough is what we're doing. And I've got to make sure that it doesn't get longer than my Dutch oven is wide, because it's got to fit in that. And we're also supposed to be folding it. Let's try to get it stretched out into a rectangle shape. It's going to be a little skinny baguette, so a little baby French loaf is really what it will be. It has a lot of spring, it's springing right back. All right, I'm going to fold it over. And it said to work with the creases so that you don't have any creases. So this will be just a little skinny loaf. And I've got my parchment ready, and I've got my lame, which is really just a razor blade. Okay, I'm going to put it on the parchment. I think it's prettier on that side. And they said to spray it with water. And I'm just gonna make some little cuts. All right. And now I'm gonna open my oven and put it in the Dutch oven. And at 450 degrees, that is a very hot oven. So please be careful if you make bread, please. Safety first. Okay, my directions say to bake for 10 minutes covered, do not peek, and then 10 minutes uncovered, and an additional 2 to 3 minutes directly on the rack in your oven if it needs a bit more color. And then we'll transfer it to a cooling rack and let it cool. So after we give it some additional 2 to 3 minutes directly on the rack if needed, then we can cool it on a cooling rack. So anyway, I have enjoyed making this little baguette with y'all, and I will let you know I'll let you see the pictures as soon as it gets done, okay? Y'all have a good afternoon. Hello everybody, I'd like to show you what I'm making for supper tonight. I am going to boil some crab clusters, some snow crab clusters, and I got these today at Publix, and I only got 2 clusters, one for me and one for Mr. Bob. So what I'm going to do tonight is just really warm these up in some boiling water, and I'm going to add in some Old Bay seasoning. So that's what I'm going to add. I'm just going to shake some. I'm really not even going to measure it. I think I'm just going to put like maybe a teaspoon. So I'll just shake some in there in the water. And like I said, they've already cooked them today at Publix. So this is going to be really an easy supper for me. And I've got some, this was on sale at Publix. I've got some baby crispy green leaf lettuce, and it's already washed. You don't have to wash it. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in my nice little salad bowl here. Just going to put it all in there. We might not need that much. I might take some out. I'll take out a little bit. But I'm going to break it up a little bit. But this is just already so crispy, and if you re-wet it, then it gets really, really soggy. So if it says it's already been washed, no, I don't rewash it. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more. I love this bowl. I think this came from Home Goods. Yes, it did, and it was only $12.99, so that was a good price for it. But I love salad bowls. Okay, and then I'm going to set this aside and let me grab a sharp knife and we'll start. All right, I've got an English cucumber, and I like to use these because they have very minimal seeds, and they're just really nice. We've already used it this week, but it really lasts about a week in the refrigerator. The other ones tend to get real mushy, so I really like the English ones. So I'm going to slice several rounds of that. And I'm going to save the rest of this cucumber because I'm making a baguette tonight. And we can have little finger sandwiches one day with our little baguette, little crostinis. So that'll be good, little cucumber sandwiches. I'm going to chop these up a little bit into quarters. Uh-oh. So they're going to be this shape, like a quarter, 1/4 size. All right. And that's all I'm really going to put in the salad tonight. I'm going to get out my little salad hands and show you. These are my little salad hands that I love. I'm going to just give it a toss. Now, of course, if you want tomatoes in your salad, by all means, put whatever you want. I have some red onion, but it was a little bit strong, so I didn't want to put that in there tonight. But I'm going to use the balsamic vinaigrette when it's time for me to dip my salad, but I'm not going to put it in this big bowl. And my husband likes Thousand Island. So I just got Ken's because they had a good deal on Ken's that week when I was at the store. I'm also going to sprinkle some Gorgonzola crumbled cheese. It's a type of blue cheese. So I'm going to sprinkle some of that on mine, and I'm going to grate some cheddar for Mr. Bob. So that's going to be our salad tonight, and I'm going to be heating up my Dutch oven. This is what I cook bread in, but I'm going to use it tonight to heat up the crab legs. So they're only going to cook for 5 minutes. And we got them on sale today, and they only cost $9 for our 2 clusters. So let me show you the crab legs. So there's our crab legs. So it's not a whole lot, but we'll each have 1 cluster and we'll have a salad. And I'm trying to lose some weight, so that's just perfect. And then after that, we'll have a little bit of bread. I'm making a small baguette. So I think that'll be plenty. I hope y'all have a great afternoon. Goodbye.